package in the mail, MSX games from Japan. Collecting without fail, those shoot 'em ups, that's the plan. He doesn't just collect them, he also codes them too. Join us and we'll go on electric adventures with you.
Hey YouTube, Electric Adventures here with my channel update for April 2019. A little later than normal because I've been away on a family holiday. We actually got to go away on a cruise. It's actually the second cruise I've been on in my life, and it was good fun. Around the Pacific, 4 different islands, Noumea, Marie, Lifu and Isle of Pines. Last time I went to Noumea and Isle of Pines and Fiji, so this time Marie and Lifu were the new ones. It was lots of good fun. So this monthly update obviously is a little late. It's almost halfway through the next month, so I'm really just going to do a quick roundup of pickups. It was also my birthday in April, and I didn't get a lot of retro-y type stuff. But just before we start with the birthday, one little pickup, and it's specifically for some stuff I've been playing with at the moment. But I found a completely sealed, brand new set of 10 5¼ inch floppy disks. Double-sided ones, which are very useful for some of the computers that I'm playing with at the moment. And when it's a little bit later in the video and I pick up the camera and go and look at some other stuff I've got, you'll understand why floppy disks are important. So very nice finding those. Now for my birthday, I didn't get a huge lot of stuff, but I didn't want a huge lot of stuff this year. So from my one of my daughters, I got the SNK 40th anniversary collection for the Switch. Now I don't have my own Switch, I just steal my youngest daughter's one on occasion. She's not playing it a lot at the moment, she hasn't any new games and she's just not interested in it anymore, so I've sort of borrowed that for a while and I've been playing this, and this is a really good collection of games. So I do have a mini, pointing over here, I do actually have a mini Switch collection now. So I've got 4 titles. All of them, 3 of them are collections like this, and one's Toki, the special edition thing. So I'm sort of getting into the Switch. Maybe one day I'll get my own, maybe when the new models come out. Maybe I'll get one of the mini ones or something like that, because that could be the next thing that I go onto after my Vita, because I used to play my Vita a lot. So that was very nice. My big sister, all the way from Queensland, sent me the next book in the Expanse series, which I'm very much looking forward to read. I didn't take it with me on the cruise because it was a bit heavy. I just took my electronic book. So it's number 8. Very good series. Also a big fan of the TV series that they've made from these books as well. Very much looking forward to the new ones when they come out, now that it's it got cancelled from where it was, but Amazon picked it up, so very much looking forward to that. Now from my wife, and this is a bit of a cheat because we actually bought this on the cruise, duty free, and it's a nice Citizen watch. Not a super duper expensive one, but just I haven't had a proper watch, nice watch to wear for a little while. I've been using a Fitbit for a little bit. And I'll still use a Fitbit a little bit, but this is for maybe at work, normal work, and going out and things. So I like nice watches. So and that's just about it for the birthday pickups. Now I do have a couple other pickups, and for that I'll have to pick the camera up and we can go and have a look at them. Alright, let's go do that now. Oh, and I forgot, before I get on to the other stuff, I've got one more. My local friend Brendan, who goes around the tip shops and the Salvation stores, found this. It's brand new, the interior thing's sealed. It does require a, it's one of those games where you pay to play, I suppose. Maybe that's why somebody bought it and didn't realise they had to pay to play it. But anyway, that was sitting on my front grill tip, so thank you, Brendan. I actually, this series, Richard Garrett's Tabula Rasa, the actual series of books rings a bell from somewhere, so I'm not sure whether I've read them or I've at least read the synopsis. So an interesting one, need to find out a little bit more about it. So thank you, Brendan. Alright, now the next thing is actually a follow-up to a previous video. So this is all original Spectravideo expansion gear, and this actually comes from the deceased estate of one of the people I used to know back in the day who was heavily into Spectravideo gear. I only found out probably what it was about 3 months ago that he had passed away, and he passed away about 2 years ago. So this has all been sitting in storage underneath somebody's house. So it is all very dirty. Now I only got this a couple of days before I went away on the cruise, so I really have not had a chance to play with it or clean it up. Now as you can see, it's very yellowed. So this is the first super expander that came out for the Spectravideos. There is the second one, which is the one I have. It's this one over here. That's the second one. This just has expansion slots, and in the very first slot here, that's the only slot you can put a disc controller thing. So there's one disk drive, and that actually looks in reasonably good condition compared to the other items, and there are two floppy disk controllers. So that's an SV801. Now this one says OK, intermittent fault. Probably why they have a second one, floppy disk controller. No labelling on this one. Now I do have some others of these, but they don't work. So I'm hoping one of these maybe works. And super expanded, I have another two super expanders over there, and some other drives. But I really have not properly spent the time to try and get a combination working. My original super expander, the machine will turn on, and I can get by directly controlling, by sending bytes to the ports on the floppy controller, I can get the motors to turn on and off, but there's no booting, so in other words it's lost its BIOS completely. So I'm going to experiment more with that, and I'm also going to see if I can resurrect these. And also with this lot is this little thing, not the wall games didn't come with it. I was just had a real quick test before I went, but I wasn't expecting it to work, because as you can see the shield area here is completely rusted, so it probably wasn't getting any connection to its ground plane. Is SV603 game adapter, which is the, sorry for the reflection, the ColecoVision adapter. So you plug this into the back of an original Spectravideo 318 or 328, and you plug a Coleco joystick in the side here. Sorry for the funny focus. And this one's been modded, so it's had a hole cut in the back here because there is a circuit edge connection here. You can see the rusty shield in there. I'm going to have to completely strip this down. And we have a little switch here. So what this allowed you to do is have your super expander plugged into the back here, and you could have the Coleco adapter, and you could actually both dump the Coleco cartridges onto discs and also load them from discs, which is what I actually used to do as well, and this was a common mod. So I need to strip this down completely, try and resurrect this shield so we can get the ground plane working, and just figure it out and get it working. Now also with this we have another tape recorder. It's the second model, so the one without the microphone. As you can see, this is all very dirty, it's been in storage for a long time. 904 data cassette. I have no idea whether that works, and obviously it's lost its lid. And this is why you need one of these, is because of the special connection they used. And this is a made in Australia Centronics card for the Super Expander. So it's made by Forest Data Services, who are in Western Australia, and actually for a time also sold my software for me as well. So I literally got this a couple of days before I went on the cruise, so I haven't, other than trying to have a really quick play with that, haven't played with it at all. So very much looking forward to doing that. And a couple of days before that, I got an opportunity to get this. So this is nice, oh sorry, it's upside down, Epson case, and it is a Epson HX20 portable system. It's got an inbuilt micro floppy drive, inbuilt printer. There's lots of these tapes, power supply, there's a paper roll, another ROM cartridge, all the manuals are there. Now it looks in really good condition, but it's obviously been in storage, not used for quite a period of time. There's no batteries in it or anything like that, but I hope you can see that there is corrosion actually in the power port here. So once again, I've got to strip it down and see if I can get it working, but I reckon I will be able to. That's where the ROM, you can get access to the RAM in there. I thought that was, I actually quite like these little portable machines. The only other one that I physically own nowadays is an Amstrad one. It also doesn't work, but I got it for, I got this for nothing, so I'm happy to get these and see if I can get them working. This one has quite a nice keyboard, and the fact that it's got the micro cassette recorder and the little printer built into it also makes it quite novel. So it's quite like this. Now the other item that came with this, I wasn't particularly fussed about this, but you know, it was to here, did anybody want these things, and it was easier for one person to take. So this is by Renard, sold by Northern Business Machines. So it's come from up in Launceston. Sorry, struggling to do this with one hand. So we can see we've got a floppy drive, we have a handle, a standby, our indicators and things like that. So can I open this? One-handed. Open her up. So it's a Renard L300 series system with a screen, brightness, contrast. Not a bad little keyboard. It weighs quite a lot. It also has a very custom power connector, which I don't have. So I'm going to have to figure out that and see if I can bypass that connector or something like that and see if it works. But this is more than likely a 286 level machine. Severely doubt this screen's going to be colour. It's probably... I have no clue what sort of screen it is until I try and power it on, but another curiosity added to the items. And I think that is all. Now I will have some more. So what's coming up? I do have some spare parts for my Berserk arrived in the mail while I was away, so I'll have a go at seeing if I can progress that and make that work a little better. I've been going through my arcade boards and making harnesses and classifying and seeing what needs to be fixed on them. I have got a couple more working, and I also got some Z80s in the mail too, so that's more spare parts for those. So maybe I might do some arcade progress fix update videos as well. And the game room, because all this stuff is a bit of a mess at the moment. Now I have the harness, the TV harness for the mini upright cabinet. I obviously going away on holidays, I haven't had the money. It costs about $150 to get one of these reconditioned. I might send that one and the one in the Sega Galaxian off at the same time, so $300. So I probably have to wait a month or so until I save up the money. That's about all for the moment. So as I pan around the messy room that I haven't been in for a couple of weeks, hope everybody out there has had a good month and found some interesting items and has been playing with their items in their collection. I'm Electric Adventures. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
don't believe we're making sense there. So not.
Man's aggression cannot be tempered, only quelled. We are here